Alright, so one quick, I guess, piece of advice. I was, during my, I guess, my rundown of the deck, I was saying that this whole piece right here is the positive connection, which is true. Let's see. So you have my coil. Sorry, I just, like, this is the end of the day. So this is like a day's worth of vaping it, so not too bad. And thoroughly enjoyed it. But I just have a little concern with this. So this is what makes the positive connection. You see, like this thing comes into contact with this entire base. This entire base is separated from the negative deck by the peak insulator, right? And as you see, like the positive, this entire thing is the positive pin. I only bring it up because I put it in. Let me tighten this down because I don't have to show this anymore. And thank you, Pulse, for this lovely tool. This little thing is definitely larger than, something where you could use like the backside of your tweezers. During the rundown, I put it in this tank right here, and this base is aluminum. And so you have your positive pin, like your entire positive pin, inside of an aluminum base, right? The only thing separating it is that tiny little bit of O-ring, right? I mean, say if you chewed that thing up and it, scooted over a little to the side, and then this, as this was in your aluminum mod, like that's basically the positive contact, skipping over the entire deck, just going directly to the negative, the negative of the mod through the aluminum base into the positive pin, making that connection to the positive pin. So you'll, every time you hit it, you'll see like shorted, even though, I checked the top cap or whatever. But I definitely don't recommend you use this in like one of those like mechanical boro mods. I mean, if you do, just don't use like straight up like aluminum, boros, boro tanks. Use this as extra, positive pin insulation. Even something like this, like, aluminum on aluminum, maybe not the best idea. At least this is like a regulated mod, to where it'll tell you if it shorts out, but still, like, you don't want that. For something like in a Delrin mod, like you could see it's like positive pin, this the aluminum is only making contact with Delrin, so it's not like this would be an issue, even if I slapped like this full. Actually, I guess the only way to have a short is if like I was missing both O-rings and it was making connection with like the negative chimney to the tank, to the positive pin. I don't know. I might just be paranoid, but I mean, it is something different that the Steamshell has that like other bridges don't have, which is like an entirely positive like outer shell. I mean, this is like the CM tank, right? The one that comes with Cthulhu. Love this thing, especially that like 0.8 millimeter. But I mean, still, like this is the positive. Oh, hold on. Yeah, see, this is this is the positive pin being insulated from the negative, whatever connection, the thing that touches this, right? Well, I guess maybe CM tank is not the best example, considering the only tank it fits in is this plastic one. But I mean, say this was aluminum, like this would be coming into contact with, the negative part of the base. So if this is touching the mod, like it's all negative all around, like the positive post is still isolated, like within something sturdy, not something that's just like a floating, a floating O-ring. So I don't know. That's my 2 cents, or my additional considerations as I was, pulling this thing apart. Just something to think about, I guess. All in all, this is like a good bridge. So definitely worth a look. But I mean, just like I said, consider like safety when you're vaping. So that's all I wanted to add to this like review / first impressions.